this is my reflection 1.3 for OLTD 506 on privacy boundaries. Um, Again, another fascinating topic. I found myself wanting to read more, although given time restraints, I'm stopping myself. I really enjoyed the overview provided by Julia Hengsler in D2L, and a couple quotes or quotations jumped out at me. The first one being, the real problem is not that your information is out there, it's that it's not protected from misuse, from Simon and Garfinkel, and again quoted by Julia Hengsler in detail in the privacy boundary overviews. The other one was, you already have zero privacy, get over it, from Scott G. McNeely, the CEO of Sun Microsystems. And then Zuckerberg's alleged tweet between him and an employee saying he doesn't believe in privacy, I think kind of presents, well, at least anecdotally, it shows that the people who are producing social media tools are not overly concerned with privacy. On the other side of the equation is Hoofnagel and Whittington's contention that the idea of that these services have been treated as free, and I'm reading a quote: users have not received the benefits of consumer rights or service provider obligations that would normally be extended if a transaction of any value was seen to have taken place. It sounds like this is coming to a head in the courts, and it may affect things. I did not read the full Hoofnagel and Whittington article, but I did look at the abstract, and what I found interesting again was just from the abstract, from the article, the price of free accounting for the cost of the Internet's most popular price, being still two remedies flow from the FTC guide: clear disclosures that personal information forms the basis of the transaction, and the requirement to establish a regular price before marketing a service as free. So it seems like there's a little bit of a gap between people creating social media and benefiting from it financially, like Facebook, and other groups who are more worried about privacy. When I was reading this this unit, I suppose everything for me kind of flowed out of the idea that I use social media tools. My students use online. They put their work online. Often they use online binders and Weebly sites to do that. And I, while not being 100% informed, I'm certainly starting to get more informed, and I do have a consent form that I use. I don't know if it's bulletproof, but it certainly does cite what we're doing with the sites, that they're hosted in U.S. servers, and we spend a lot of time teaching the students that about internet safety. So I think I'm on the right track. Just going to some of the documents produced by Julia Hengsler, I found them really, I created my own permission forms, and I wish that I had perhaps seen this before, and I certainly might revamp things. But I'm looking at privacy guide for the faculty using third-party web technology. Privacy is an elusive concept to many people. What one person considers private information, another may willingly share with a large circle of friends or even strangers. And I really liked the K-12 primer for British Columbia teachers posting students' work online. I found it, I put it in my Diego site already, something that I will definitely come back to. And what jumped out at me was this quotation. Some teachers may think that these rules are optional. They're not. If found in breach of the current privacy protection laws in BC, an individual teacher could be fined between $2,000 to $5,000, while school should be, while a school could face fines as high as $50,000. Certainly got my attention. And again, I feel a little bit alone. I show my stuff to my principal. I go over things, and it's kind of, sounds good, looks good. Yeah, we want to be doing stuff with technology, and we're happy you're doing it. But there's certainly no guidance. There's no discussions about privacy or any of the things that I've read in this chapter. So I I suddenly feel a little bit more supported just by having these documents, which again I will refer to as a guide for going forward as I use social media. There was one other quotation I wanted to read. I've heard numerous accounts of teachers doing great things with Google Docs and their classes using Facebook or Twitter. But when I paused to ask them whether they sent out and obtained written permission slips, I meet a dead silence or I'm told, oh, our school media waiver covers that. The likelihood that a school media waiver meets this key criteria set down in BC law and regulations for knowledge notice, informed consent with regard to these types of activities in the technological environments is slim. And again, that's from Julia Hanksler's K through 12 primer for British Columbia teachers posting student work online. And I think that really sums it up. I feel somewhat confident. Like I don't think I'm 100%, but I'm certainly getting there in terms of the steps I take to ensure my students' privacy and to get what were the three words: notice, knowledge, and informed consent. I might have to cross a few T's and dot a few I's and go over a few things, but I'm certainly on the right track. And reading this sort of made me feel and refamiliarize myself with FIPPA or FIPPA or FIPA, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, was certainly a step in the right direction, and I really appreciated this unit. Okay, so it's Justin Mark signing off. Thanks.